And this one ingredient tricks my body into eating a whole lot more vegetables. Welcome back to Whole Food Plant People. The next time you're wondering what you can do with the vegetables in your fridge that you haven't used and they're about to go bad, you can watch this video. Today I'm going to take all the veggies, make one meal that will last us a couple of days, and check off a lot of boxes on my daily dozen checklist, making sure that I get the diversity of nutrients that my body needs. Maybe this will encourage you to buy more organic vegetables at the supermarket or at your farm stand, because now you know what you can do with them. Let's begin. As you can see, I've got the chopping board out, and I've got the knives, and I've got 3 potatoes. I've got 2 carrots, I've got a big head of broccoli, a head of cauliflower, and this is lion's mane mushroom. It is absolutely delicious. You can slice it up, you can put it in a pan, don't use oil, and you can cook it and eat it, and it tastes a little bit like chicken or steak. And I'm going to put it into this meal today. Let's get chopping. I'm going to start by chopping the cauliflower and the broccoli because of what we learned from Dr. Greger, who said that chopping broccoli or cauliflower or any cruciferous vegetables 40 minutes before you cook them allows the morosinase inside to create sulforaphane, which is great for our bodies. I like sizes about this large because once they get cooked with a little bit of moisture, they become soft. And now that they're chopped, the morosinase inside is beginning to create sulforaphane. So I'm going to put these in another pot, let them sit for 40 minutes, and by then I'll have all the vegetables chopped and I'm ready to put it in the oven. I cut them like this on the top, and it's sliced into 4 pieces, like this. 1, turn it, 2, turn it. That gives me 4 yummy pieces. Onion time. I'd rather just go cut it right in half. So that peel pops right out. Same thing as the potatoes. Boom, boom. Now I want these to be a little bit smaller than the potatoes. But not too small. Garlic. Fresh garlic. I'm going to chop this up really small. Notice I'm protecting my finger, placing my finger up against the knife, and the point of my finger is this away, not this away, or I could slip and easily scoop up the garlic. Okay, lion's mane mushroom. This stuff is delicious. Check it out at the grocery store or at the farmer's market if you can find it. Slice it, chop it, whatever you want to do to it. I swear, when you eat it like this and you cook it in something, anything, it comes out feeling like the texture of chicken. And as you know, chicken kind of takes the taste of whatever you're cooking it in. So you take this texture and you can slice it up, dice it up, leave it in strips, whatever you want. And it tastes and feels delicious. The texture is a very enjoyable experience. I'm going to chop it up. Throw it in the pot. This is not cheap. Lion's mane mushroom is not cheap. But that just means that when we eat it, we've got to make sure we're putting in something we love and we're making sure that we finish it. Broccoli. It's another cruciferous vegetable and it needs to be chopped 40 minutes ahead of time, just like the cauliflower. Carrots. Gotta love carrots. They're easy to chop, easy to plop into the pot. There again, I don't like them to be too small. I like chunks so I can bite into something. It's very important that we as humans, in my opinion, get the chewing experience. We don't want to over-process things. Brussels sprouts are also a cruciferous vegetable, so I'm just going to cut these all in half. And let's hope that the process is starting. The morosinase is going to work. This is something anybody can do. As long as you have a stove and some water and some vegetables and a knife and a pot, you can do this. You just chop them up, put them in. If you have homework to do, or if you have a job to do, or you're working from home, or whatever it is, you're working on the home, this maybe takes 15 minutes to get this set up, to chop them and put them in a pot. Take the pot to the sink. Now this is a little tricky. You want to see where the water level's coming. I only want to put a couple inches of water in here because I want to bake the vegetables, but I also want them to have moisture in there. So when I cover this up, they're getting steamed and baked all at the same time. I'll set the timer and I'll go do whatever jobs I had to do. Okay, last few things that I'm adding to the pot. Flaxseed. This is ground flaxseed, which is the form in which our bodies digest it the easiest. This is nutritional yeast, of course, backwards again. Nutritional yeast, and that's where I get my vitamin B12, cyanocobalamin. And in the form of cyanocobalamin is what Dr. Greger recommends, because there again, that's what the body can use most efficiently. Black seed. I believe they also call this black cumin, and it is delicious. It's really strong, so I guess now that I'm used to eating whole foods, I tolerate it better, so maybe just try a tiny little sprinkle in something the next time you want to give it a go. Okay, some flaxseed on top, some nutritional yeast. And some black seed. The pineapple. The fresh organic pineapple. Let's chop it. Boom. Off with your head. Let's slice it down the middle. Bam. Let's slice it around the sides. All I need is some Hawaiian music. And suntan skin. And a really expensive restaurant. Then I'll feel like I'm eating pineapple. See this? I just cut right along the side and then curve around it. Keep my hand on top, almost like you're feeding a horse. You don't want your fingers to get bit by this knife. Slice it around, slice off the edges. You can slice it off kind of generously too. You don't have to worry about losing too much, because if you do, you can pick it up and eat it off later. Just feel around for any hard parts. Make sure you get those off. Pretty much slicing pineapple. Look at all those pieces of pineapple. Delish. I'm going to take them, they're different sizes, they're different shapes, and that's what I like in my pot of veggies. I like variety. I like a variety of textures, shapes. I want my mouth to have a good eating experience. And when I'm done, I've got all the nutrients that I need, because I'm eating a variety of fruits and vegetables, nuts and seeds and herbs and spices, and I've also got a good experience from eating. And there it is, pineapple covered vegetable stew. This is going to be delicious. That's one hot oven. We're going to put this pot in that oven. Now I go do something else until the thing beeps. Okay, let's check it out. Holy moly. This is why I think this ingredient tricks my taste buds into eating a whole lot of vegetables. Well, the whole while this has been baking, the pineapple juice seeps down over the seeds, the nutritional yeast, it collects the flavor, it spreads it all over the vegetables. They're steamy, they're moist, they're delicious, sweet, and nutritious. There's really no beating it. That's my favorite way to trick myself into eating a whole lot of fruits and vegetables and nuts and seeds and herbs and spices. Another interesting note about this method of cooking is that on the top, the vegetables are drier and they've been baked. And on the bottom, they've been boiled, and kind of a combination of steaming happens with the cover on the whole time. So it gives you a variety of textures, flavors, and a good old mouth experience. Thanks for watching Whole Food Plant People.